If I told you that one of Britain's biggest cities was set on fire, not by chance, but by chaos that nobody saw coming? Streets lit up like war zones, police under attack, and politicians pointing fingers. Is this the Britain we now live in? Or is there something much bigger going on? Stay with me, because what you're about to see will change the way you look at this country forever, and no one else is telling the real story. Recently, videos and headlines calling Birmingham on fire have been spreading widely online, with dramatic claims that the city is in chaos and that riots are sweeping the country. Images of masked youths firing fireworks at police, running through the streets, and causing damage have been shown over and over again, with some political figures like Nigel Farage using this footage to attack Prime Minister Keir Starmer and his government, claiming that Britain is out of control. But to understand what's really happening, it's important to take a step back from the hype and look at the real situation in simple, clear terms. On certain nights, including around bonfire night, parts of Birmingham did experience serious disorder, with groups of mostly young people setting off fireworks dangerously, aiming them at buildings, cars, and even police officers. Police responded quickly, made several arrests, and confirmed they'd use powers like stop and search and CCTV to track down those involved. Scenes like these look shocking on video, especially when they're shared without context, and many people who didn't see them in person were understandably worried or frightened by what they saw online. But it's also true that describing the whole city as being on fire or saying that riots are engulfing Britain is a huge exaggeration. These events were serious but localized, mostly happening in specific areas and lasting for limited periods of time. They were not part of some nationwide breakdown, and most towns and cities across the UK continued life as normal. That doesn't mean the problem should be ignored. Violence, destruction, and attacks on police are always unacceptable, but it does mean we need to separate reality from fear-driven headlines. Politicians like Farage are using this moment to score points, blaming Labour and saying the government has completely lost control. On the other side, government spokespeople have argued that they are taking the situation seriously, supporting local police forces, and working to prevent future outbreaks. Once again, viewers should understand the difference between what happened in the streets and how it is being used in political arguments. The videos of young people using fireworks as weapons are alarming and unacceptable, and they raise real questions about policing, youth behavior, and social responsibility. But they do not prove that the whole country is collapsing, and they do not mean that every part of Birmingham or Britain is unsafe. In fact, many community leaders and residents say they're frustrated not only by the disorder, but also by how quickly the media and some politicians turn the situation into a dramatic narrative that makes ordinary people feel afraid for no reason. Police have made it clear that arrests will continue and that anyone involved will face charges, and local leaders have asked residents to avoid sharing unverified rumors that make things sound worse than they are. If you're making a video about this subject, it's helpful to describe what really happened in everyday terms. Groups of people misused fireworks, causing danger to others. Police intervened, arrests were made, and the authorities promised to crack down harder next time. What happened wasn't a peaceful protest that turned bad. It was deliberate and reckless behavior that could have seriously injured people. You can also touch on the bigger issues behind the scenes, like whether budgets for youth services or police numbers affect how well cities can handle sudden outbreaks of disorder, or how social media challenges can encourage young people to do dangerous things for attention. But be clear that these are theories and opinions, not proven facts, and avoid telling viewers that there's a single cause or one group to blame. Politicians from all sides will try to interpret these events to match their views. Some will say immigration is at fault. Others will say austerity and cuts are the real cause. And some will blame technology and parenting. Your job is not to settle those arguments, but to help viewers understand what's definitely true and what's just someone's spin. As you wrap up your video, you can encourage people to stay informed by following reliable local news and official police updates rather than sensational videos, and remind them that while shocking incidents can grab attention, they do not define Birmingham or the UK as a whole. The important thing is to stay calm, stay aware, and understand that most people in the city are just as shocked and frustrated by this behavior as you are. By keeping the tone factual and avoiding exaggerated claims, you'll give your audience a clearer picture of what's happening and help them feel informed rather than afraid, which is especially necessary at times when dramatic headlines are outpacing the truth. Before we go any further, I just want to say this. This channel is made for you. Yes, you watching right now. I'm uploading a full breakdown on this exact topic very soon. And trust me, you don't want to miss it. So do yourself a favor. Hit that subscribe button right now. It's quick, it's free, and it means you'll be the first to know when the truth drops. This channel is your space, your voice, your news. So go ahead and subscribe, because we're just getting started. Had if I told you that one of Britain's biggest cities was set on fire, not by chance, but by chaos that nobody saw coming? Streets lit up like war zones, police under attack, and politicians pointing fingers. Is this the Britain we now live in? Or is there something much bigger going on? Stay with me, because what you're about to see will change the way you look at this country forever, and no one else is telling the real story.